Are you feeling down or feeling depressed? Do you know someone that might be feeling that way? Well, look no further. In this video, I have 5 tips that you can apply today to make ourselves feel much better. Full disclaimer, I'm not a healthcare professional or I don't work in the healthcare field, but these are 5 tips I've applied in my life when I felt down or felt sad over a period of time, and I've seen myself improve. And also there are 5 scientifically proven tips, and you probably know all of them, but I'm just trying to put them together and convey them to you. Let's jump to the first one. It's getting enough exercise. Exercise does a lot of things for us. In the brain, it releases dopamine and makes us feel good. So 3 points an exercise does for us that I'll just mention right now. It does many more, but just 3. 1, it makes us feel good. When we exercise, we feel much better than we did before we exercised for a few hours after. Second one, it makes us look good. Like, who doesn't want to look better than they actually look now? And the other one, exercise give you more energy. So when you finish exercising, exercise is kind of thing that you feel like, oh, I don't have power to exercise. But if you do it, you will feel more energy after exercising. My suggestion, different kind of exercises you can do. You can play sport, you can play soccer, you can play basketball, you can run, you can jog, you can ride a bicycle, you can walk. Even walking, you can try to get 10,000 steps. If you get 10,000 steps a day, that's like at least an hour of walking, and it helps your heart. Just do whichever one that you feel like. But if you've not exercised for a long time, for a while, start out walking. It sounds pretty easy. Don't just go all in. Just start out walking. Walk an hour a day, and you can just multitask when you're walking. You can listen to a podcast, to music. You can even watch a show if you're walking in like a private place that you know cars are not around. Get on a call, stuff like that. Just multitask to just save time. But exercise is a vital part we need to include in our lives. I'm going to jump to the second one. Sleep and wake up at the same time every day. Our body get used to the way we sleep and wake up, because sometimes you can sleep at like 10 p.m. Some days you sleep at 12, some days you sleep at 2, you wake up at different times. Your body is just confused. You want to maintain a regular sleep schedule so your body can adjust to it. Once in a while you can go out of it, like if you go out partying or something, but not like regularly. You want to maintain a regular sleep schedule, and it's advisable to sleep between 6 hours to 9 hours for adults, and children might have to sleep longer, but 6 hours to 9 hours, you should be able to get good enough rest, especially when you incorporate it with exercising. When you exercise intensely, your body just wants to rest. Anything after 9 can be counterproductive, because sometimes if you sleep too long, I've experienced it, if I sleep for like 10 hours or 11 hours, I feel very tired when I wake up than if I had slept for like maybe 7.5 hours. So you want to have a regular sleeping time and a waking time, and try as much as possible to stick to it. When you're about to sleep, try to stay away from electronic media, from phones, from TV, like an hour at least before going to bed, because the blue light rays that goes into your eyes from those screens can make it harder for you to fall asleep. Another tip I can give, which I use, is I put on like a computer glasses when it's to read. So whenever I'm looking at the computer screen or phones, I use the computer glasses. So you can try that, and that will probably help you, because it filters the blue light rays from getting into your eyes if you want to watch something late at night. I'll leave a link in the description, an Amazon link, to show, like, that would take you to where I got my glasses from. It's like $12, something like that, and it's been good. So check it out if you're interested in stuff like that. But if not, you don't have to buy it. Just avoid watching stuff when it gets late. The third one is you want to cut out social media for 2 weeks. Cut it out completely. Social media, even though it has a lot of benefits and helps us keep in touch with friends and shows us like latest information, social media has very negative side effects on many people, and there's been a lot of studies going on for that. And the problem with social media, which I find, is that everyone looks perfect on social media, everyone looks good on social media. You only see the good part of people on social media. Nobody's gonna post when something bad happens to them. But if they go out and they're having a good time, they'll post it. When they buy new stuff, they'll post it. When they're doing new stuff, when they're traveling, they post all those stuff, and it can make me or you or people feel bad and be like, oh God, I'm not doing anything, my life is boring, I'm just terrible. The truth is, these people are not as amazing as you think or as we think, because that's the part you're showing us. we are the only ones that know ourselves. When we spend a lot of time with ourselves, so we know the good things that we're experiencing and also the bad things, but we don't know the bad things of those people, so we can be envious. You can even feel that nothing is going on in our lives, whereas in reality you'll be surprised that we're even enjoying or chilling better than those people, but they're just posting it and we don't. The first week is going to be very challenging, but you're going to get used to it, and after that you want to slowly incorporate it back to your life, or you might just cut it out because you're not really benefiting much from social media. You can do without it. If you're making money from social media, you want to limit it as minimum as you can for the next 2 weeks. Just do your work, do what you need to do, jump out of it. The fourth one is do that thing that you've been putting away for a long time. Many times we procrastinate because we know what we want to do, we know what we should be doing, but we're procrastinating. We'll do it later, and whenever we remember that we've not done that thing, we feel bad. What you want to do is you want to do that one thing. Just pick it out. Like there's probably like a bunch, maybe a few things, maybe 2, 3, maybe more, based on how many things you have been procrastinating on. But the most important thing that you know that you should do that will make your life easier, you want to break it down to as many small steps you can do. Start doing right away. Example, if you've always been saying like you want to make a YouTube video, okay, first thing you want to do, you want to break it down. What do you want to talk about? Now you can write down the topic. You want to write down some point. There's like shooting, there's editing, there's planning, there's uploading. You want to break it down and pick one that you can do today. Stop this video, pause it, go and do it, and come back and continue watching the video, and you feel much better because nothing is gonna judge you for not doing what you need to do because you're doing it, right? So at least you're making steps, so you feel much better. And feeling good is what you need at this time when you're feeling that, right? So the more good feelings you can have, the faster you get out of the feeling of sadness or depression. The fifth one is reducing or limiting instant gratification. Instant gratification is a problem right now. It's worse than it's ever been because we have access to everything that many people didn't have at our fingertips. We can know what's happening in any part of the world, just a quick Google search. We have so much going on that we have to limit our instant gratification. I give example. You see a young guy watching pornography and masturbating, what his real desire is, he wants to meet a lady, or he wants to have a girlfriend or have a relationship. But to have a relationship, you got to talk to ladies. You don't talk to one and she just likes you. It never happens. That's just in the movie. You got to talk to at least 10 different ones. Maybe 5 might like you. 5 is a lot. 3 might like you. 3 will go out on a date with you or hang out with you. After a while, there's 2 stop talking to you. Then 1. Then you got to like talk your way. She's gonna like you. Start spending time together. Talk your way before you guys will have real sex. But that's gonna take a while. But if you're gonna watch porn is a few seconds, you can just pull up. They have multiple websites, you can just pull it up. So that's one example of instant gratification. And it's not just men that watch porn, women too watch it. And I see people saying on media and they be like, I'm pro porn, I'm not against porn. Porn is terrible. It's all acting, right? It just messes up with your brain. That might even be the reason why you're feeling bad, because you've watched so much of it and it's messing you up. I'm not trying to criticize you, but it's negative. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Another one could be food. Instead of us making a good meal that we know we need to be eating cleaner or eating well, or even cooking what we need to do, we just order junk food. It's easy. They bring it down right to your house. You can order anything you want and they bring it. Sometimes delivery is even free. But then we're just eating all this unhealthy stuff that's just gonna mess up our body. Because what you eat makes you feel good. That's one thing I even forgot to mention. If you're eating a lot of junk food, it makes you feel terrible. You become sluggish. But if you're eating healthy, eating like greens, eating fruits and vegetables, taking supplements, getting vitamin D, getting sunlight, it's very, very important. It makes us feel good. If that's one thing you need to do, just get enough vitamin D, go outside, walk in the sun, get enough sunlight, or get like a vitamin D supplements that you can be taking. That's what I take because some days I don't get enough sun. So these are my 5 tips I recommend or I think we can apply today, and Definitely give it like a month, you're gonna see tremendous benefit. Let's incorporate this into our life, our habits. You'll be surprised how amazing we're gonna feel. Leave in the comment section if there's anything I missed out, so we can all learn from that. Click on the like button so YouTube can show it to more people, and hit the subscription button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Share it with someone that you think might benefit from it, and stay blessed. All right, take care of yourself.